Good morning, everyone. This is Francis Mayhem, your host from A Journey into the Mind. Today, I'd like to speak to you about what is fear, resentment, anger, all these feelings and emotions that people feel, or we as human beings, on a constant basis. Whether it is through frustration, outside environment situations, or even ourselves programming things in our mind by the way we think. A journey into the mind. How we think, how we program our mind to think. Fear, resentment, and anger are nothing but limited emotions that can be transformed into unlimited power if we take it to the adverse side. In other words, sometimes fear is nothing but the inability to do something that we want to do. When we fear, but we put a stop in front of it that says, I can't do this, or no, I'm not going to do this, or I am fearing doing this. That creates resentment. It creates anger inside ourselves because we feel limited to an extent. Why do these feelings come about? Psychoanalysts or psychologists determine that such feelings come about because we, as human beings, subconsciously have programmed and embedded an amount of thoughts or ingredients in our brain. And as a result of that, when we confront a certain situation and limitation, fear, resentment, and anger, those feelings that are piled up build up once again and surface to the environment, our way of thinking, and our way of feeling. But in today's reality and the stress of living, I have to say that it's not necessarily about the subconscious mind and things that are embedded into the brain or the mind as we think, but rather the insurmountable amount of negative thinking being programmed over a period of time that then extend to this way of poisoning thinking that we live in the present moment. Such vibration affects, believe it or not, the cells of our brain as they're happening in the present moment. They even poison our biological system, our cells, our body, and as a result, they do cause stress and illness. Over time, what is happening is that we are living the present and piling up this way of thinking with the frustration of things that are going on today, like lack of employment, food, people in necessity, corporation raising up prices, and limitations in wages, which creates stress in family with children, ones that are ill, and inability to live comfortably, thus subsiding to necessities of asking the government for help. How does one maintain oneself or a society where everything is being programmed to go up so that corporations can make money and the wages go down, no benefits, no help, and no way of supporting your family? Think about this. When we have a society where things are limited, what is going to happen is that those that are paying taxes and are working, which is the minority, is going to pay the price. More taxes, less money. More taxes, less money. Less employment, less dependency upon the government substance or subsidiary, whatever they supply, like welfare, unemployment, social security. And all of that piles up from the expenses of taxpayers. Such situation, yes, do cause a lot of stress. But can we turn that situation into a positive thinking, a positive way of saying, from this barrel explosive pile up of stress and worry and thinking, can I take this situation and make it better? Have you ever heard instances where people in under the most stressful situation came up with a good idea? This is where one has to learn to be creative and think of what if. What if that idea that I had a long time ago could surface now and I can do something about it? How can I use that to enhance the present moment, where I am today? Whatever experiences I'm living can be out of my control. What I can do from now on to make this into a powerful situation is precisely what counts. I've seen people that went to jail and learned the entire Bible and came out teaching. What a gift. We all know of Mandela, who was in prison for years, came out and became a president. What if we use our powerful mind and instead of limiting ourselves to the present stress of our present moment in which we're living today, which is so undetermined, people have no idea what is going to be encountered in the near future. I don't even want to put it into words, not to send the vibration into the universe. I leave it as it is. I see it, I leave it alone. It's best. That which is unsaid will have no energy in itself. So let's say you take that anger, that resentment, that hate, that stress, that jobless situation, that unemployment situation, and dependency on the government, and say, what if I could do something with an idea that can enhance my life financial situation as well as provide a service or a benefit to the world out there? What if? Take it even further. If you're like me that think outside the box, what if I can take this moment that I'm living in today that I consider to be a little bit stressful, unemployment, not knowing where we're going, uncertainty, nobody lives in a certain world, what if, and what if? Take it to appreciate this moment and say, what can I get out of this? Can I possibly come up with that idea which I've been seeking for all of my life? What if? In order to cultivate this, I have to keep digging, not into the negative aspect of negative energy, but take this to another limit where I can inwardly live in a peaceful state of mind and think, I have the ability to do this, that, and the other. Which one of these will help me come up with the best possible idea so that I can create something good out of this situation and not let the present situation make a slave and poison environment out of my life? This is how a lot of people who became creative thought. They didn't take a situation and felt like they were hopeless, that they were powerless, that they had no avenue, but rather they did the best with what they could. And stay focused in your present state of mind and a positive way of thinking. Go inwardly, meditate, breathe, enjoy the ambience, nature, connect with God. Yes, the supreme force being of this universe. I'd like to bring up something in reference to God and our way of thinking, because negative thinking is outside the realms of what God created us to be as human beings. Oh Lord, don't get me there, because I'm about to preach into something very powerful, which is, someone asked me recently, do I believe in ghosts? I suppose because people think that you come from Dominican Republic and the next side of Dominican Republic is Haiti, and they believe in this black magic stuff, that your state of mind is that of an obscure mentality of thinking spiritually, unless you as an individual have experienced ample religion and known God in a diversity of ways. You fear that which you don't know. The power, oh yeah, of the ghost, but it's not the ghost of darkness, but the ghost of the Holy Spirit. Or that spirit that lives in more than one religion. It, it is eternal and it exists in every possible religion there is because it is in us. It is what you as an individual perceive to be your God. I do not believe in a God that is a ghost of dark nature, but rather I believe in a God that protects me on a daily living, and I rely on that to survive. Although I have gone through steps in my life that are very low and uncertain, I still believe that there is something greater than myself that allows me to be here after all the trials and tribulations that I have lived through the ups and downs, through seeing the tunnel of life and darkness, and know that there is something greater than myself that lives within me, whatever that is. And whichever way I might experience that, whether it is in the land of Israel, the land of the Arab world, the land of Nepal, the land of Turkey, the land of Budapest, the land of everything where the step of men have proclaimed to know God in some form or another. That is the ghost I follow. You see, what you feed in your mind exists within you. I don't believe in darkness. I believe in light. I believe that our soul is nothing but a dim little light, that when it goes out of our body, it exists eternally. It does not die. It is around us and within us. Isn't it a fact that the universe was created with light? Whether it is your perception that God created light, let it be light, or the universe formed itself with the light, we are energy. We are light. We are not darkness. Do not embrace darkness as a form of ghost that exists outside of mankind. Because when God is in you, there is only light. I am not trying to preach to any one particular religion or belief or perception of what God is, but I'm going to tell you that I do not believe in a God of darkness, but I do know that there is something very powerful that protects me and will protect me forever. It is possible that there is darkness out there and people of evil nature. I do not feed their mentality. I feed the light that lives in me, because that makes me more powerful than that is outside of me. And nobody can destroy that. When you build something like that, people will fear you because they fear that which they do not know nor recognize, which is the power of God, the power of God that exists inside all of us. Until you recognize that that is in you, which created you, oh, you will know. You'll believe in everything else outside of yourself. You'll believe that everything else outside yourself has power by you. Oh, my friends. Little do we know. I suppose sometimes it takes for you to be on the other side to understand the reality of everything that lives here in the present moment. And when I say the other side, it's called light at the end of the tunnel. When you meet that supreme power that is greater than anything else that exists in this universe, and you know that you are, and that you have a purpose here. This is why today, as I live in this moment, and I can say it with gratitude, with faith, and with whatever it is that exists inside of me, I do not give up on the idea, thoughts, and beliefs that I have, because I know that one day, I will make a difference. All I need is to use my mind. So what, I'm not powerful? So what, I'm not giving speeches out in the world and making a lot of money? Perhaps that is not my purpose in life. But we'll see. I'll continue, and I'll follow, and I'll listen to. Because there is something I listen to that is greater than myself and gives me so much information that I sometimes wonder how it's possible that we have the capacity to absorb all this energy of the source just information. Isn't that how the Bible was written, the Quran, the Torah, and all the religious books of the world? Oh, I'm not saying I'm a prophet by far, the least. But I'm saying we receive information. And if you listen carefully and listen to your heart, you too will know the truth. Thank you for listening. This is Francis speaking about the possibility of letting go of fear, unlimitedly, resentment, anger, and hate, and connect with yourself so that you know what lives inside of you. And instead of becoming powerless, become powerful, because we are unlimited potential. What if in that moment when you feel that you don't have a possibility to do anything, something powerful surfaces and gives you the power to become unlimited? Thank you for listening.